Notary Public David is assisting a bank with the following situation. 1. The bank intends to open a safe deposit box rented by customer Linda due to unpaid rental fees. They have waited 25 days after sending proper notice to Linda at her last known address. 2. David is present when the box is opened and prepares a certificate under seal stating the date of opening, Linda's name, and an inventory of the contents. 3. The bank mails a copy of David's certificate to Linda 8 days after the box was opened. 4. David files the original certificate with the bank. According to the New York state laws provided, which of David's and the bank's actions comply with legal requirements? To help us answer this question, let's have a look at Section 335 under the Notary Public License Law booklet entitled Banking Law, and it states, if the rental fee of any safe deposit box is not paid, or after the termination of the lease for such box, and at least 30 days after giving proper notice to the lessee, the lessor bank may, in the presence of a notary public, open the safe deposit box, remove and inventory the contents. The notary public shall then file with the lessor a certificate under seal which states the date of the opening of the safe deposit box, the name of the lessee, and a list of the contents. Within 10 days of the opening of the safe deposit box, a copy of the certificate must be mailed to the lessee at his last known postal address. So with this in mind, let's have a look once again at the 4 actions to see which, if any, comply with legal requirements so we can answer the question. 1. The bank intends to open a safe deposit box rented by a customer Linda due to unpaid rental fees. They have waited 25 days after sending proper notice to Linda at her last known address. This is not in compliance because, as the law stated before, the bank had to have waited 30 days and 25 days is not enough. Therefore, we can put an X next to 1 as being not compliant. 2. David is present when the box is opened and prepares a certificate under seal stating the date of opening, Linda's name, and an inventory of the contents. That is what David is required to do as the notary public, and it is in compliance with the law that I read from before, so we can put a check mark next to number 2. Number 3, the bank mails a copy of David's certificate to Linda 8 days after the box was opened. This is in compliance as well, as the bank had to do so within 10 days, so doing it within 8 days was within the time allowed, and therefore we can put a check mark next to number 3 as well. And finally, number 4, David files the original certificate with the bank. That is indeed what David is required to do, so this is also in compliance, and we can put a check mark next to number 4. So with this in mind, let's have a look at the 4 choices to determine the solution. Choice A states actions 1 and 2 only. This is incorrect because, in fact, 1 is not in compliance, whereas not only is 2 in compliance, but so is 3 and 4. Therefore, choice A is not the solution. Choice B states actions 2 and 4 only. Once again, this is incorrect because 3 is also in compliance, and therefore choice B is not the correct solution. Choice C states actions 2, 3, and 4 only. This is incorrect, as I have check marks next to 2, 3, and 4, but not 1. But to be in the habit of looking at all 4 choices, let's have a look at choice D. Choice D states actions 1, 2, and 3 only. This is incorrect because 1 is actually not in compliance, whereas 4 is also in compliance in addition to 2 and 3, and therefore choice D is not our solution, which indeed leaves choice C, actions 2, 3, and 4 only, as the correct solution.